What's going on, guys? So this is the I have an InFed half wave 80 through 10 that's kind of an inverted L. It goes up about 30 feet. It goes straight out to a tree in the front yard, and then it excuse me, elbows left to the other tree in the front yard, so it is bent. You guys probably saw the delta loop I put up this evening with 2 ends high. I'm gonna try to switch to it. These guys are in Canada, VE3 guys, so I'm getting ready to switch to the loop. Got some massive QSB tonight. Back to the InFed half wave. Back to the loop. I'll switch to the beam. Switch back to the delta loop. Back to the Mosley. Okay, that's the beam. There's the delta loop. There's the InFed half wave. Back to the loop. Back to the InFed half wave. Back to the loop. There's a beam. These guys are extremely QRQ, so it's hard to catch them. Their exchange is pretty fast, so this is amp 1 on the FTDX10, by the way. There's the delta loop. There's the InFed half wave. Back to the delta loop. There's the Mosley TA33. I'm finding that the delta loop actually will hold receive pretty even with the Mosley, but the Mosley will cut QRM, or I'm sorry, QSB. So if we got a lot of QSB on the band. There's W1AW. Let's see. All right, there's the delta loop, 2 ends high, 1 end low. There's the InFed half wave. You notice the noise went down. Just running IPO. There's the delta loop. It increases the noise floor. There's the InFed half wave. Let's go see if we can find somebody. Okay, we're on the InFed half wave. He's got a stellar signal. There's the delta loop. You can tell when I switch to the delta loop because the noise and on the pan adapter gets bright. That's the in-fed half wave. I'll change the AGC to slow. In-fed half wave. There's the delta loop. Set an S10. 15 to 20 over on the delta loop. So far, what I've done is I put I connected through Kiwi SDR, and I went through Washington, California, Spain, and Germany. Since our solar flux is so high right now, so it's like at 165. The A index is 5, the K is 2. B and Z is like negative 3.6, so pretty good conditions, especially nighttime. Anyway, I connected through Kiwi SDR, and on 40 meters, the loop, what I do is I go to CW and I'll listen, and I'll send test and my call sign. And what I'm finding is that on 40 meters, the loop wins big. On 20 meters, they're about even. Again, the in-fed half wave is 126 feet long, 125 feet long, with a 49 to 1 on the ground, literally inverted L going up and out. Again, it's not going up very high. The 40 meter delta loop is about 40 feet with 2 peaks, about 40 feet, and then the feed point section at the bottom is I want to say at my chest height, just tied to the fence there on a piece of 550 cord. So anyway, into Europe, obviously on 20 meters, they actually stayed the same on transmit, and of course you have a delay with the Kiwi SDR, so I thought that was interesting. So the delta loop actually has some teeth to it on 20 meters, even though it's cut for 40. The beam is another story. It cuts through both of them pretty easily on 20, 15, and 10. You know, that's to be expected. It's got gain. But what impresses me is on 20 meters, the 40 meter delta loop here is pretty close in consistency with the Mosley, the tri-bander, the TA33M. Again, it's only up about 32 feet at the most, but roughly the same in height by the time you know, I got the poles and everything holding the tops of the loop up. But anyway, as far as QSB, the beam holds the signal on 20 meters much better than the Mosley TA33 does, but I'm really surprised. There's the in-fed half wave, less noisy, which is surprising to me. But maybe it's where, so at certain angles of this antenna, it's only like 17 feet up, and some it's like 30. So I just like to compare antennas. Like that guy's super strong on the in-fed half wave. There he is on the loop. Let's just switch to the in-fed half wave. So he's holding us steady. He's holding a steady 20 over on both antennas. Just less signal to noise on the in-fed half wave. He's stronger on the delta. What I do is I sit here and play with it. I'll switch back and forth for like an hour, and then I transmit back and forth for like 30 minutes. And I try to kind of get an idea of which one's outperforming the other, which one performs better than the other. Sounds like a park guy. There's a delta, or the EFHW half wave. There's a delta loop. So there's a delta loop. There's the EFHW halfway. The delta loop. We're still on the EFHW half wave. You can probably tell by looking at the screen. So there's definitely more gain off of the the delta loop. Very impressive antenna. If I had to have one antenna the rest of my life, it would be a delta loop, for sure. Just the diversity of the antenna on all bands, and having to work the antenna with field day and both sideband CW, both running one in different configurations at home against other antennas. But make no mistake, the EFHW half wave is an excellent antenna for the money, and like rapid deployment, it does really well. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later. I don't want this to go long. Just gonna see if so there's the delta loop. There's the Mosley. Delta loop. Back to the Mosley. Delta loop. Mosley. So it's great antenna if I don't know where, or say I'm working park guys or something like that, or soda, and I'm not really sure where the station is. The delta loop's pretty nice to have to pull people out until I can get my antenna turned around, because I have the rotor set on slow so I can turn it slow. I don't want it it's already almost overload anyway. All right guys, catch you later. If you have any comment or feedback, you can feel free to put them in the comment section below. See you guys. 7-3.